didn't sleep. Fresh from China. And now, from one red flag to another, like literally. Welcome to me in Vietnam. Number 86 is the bus you have to find just outside Hanoi Airport in the arrival area. So there are several stops. Timetable. I just checked. If I take the bus, it will take about an hour and a half. So I just decided just to go directly there by a Grab. They're really much straightforward and I won't miss my train. So I'll arrive at 7:35 if I'm gonna take the bus. Infrastructures here looks like the Philippines. Unexpected. We're caught in traffic. I think we have enough time. And oh boy, my decision making is quite alright because we got caught in a traffic halfway through. If I took the bus, it will take a little bit longer. And after swerving through a road full of motorcycles and even narrow streets along the old Hanoi, we passed through and reached the train station of Hanoi. Just arrived in the Hanoi railway station. So it's worth about £8 coming from the airport directly here. It's not bad. And also there are about lockers here just in case you need it. To find out if I can use my ticket, I printed one. I can use it on the train or else I'm gonna get a new one in the proper ticket. So my train is around 19:20. We came in a little bit earlier. Now we're early. Crazy traffic. One thing I noticed here is that there's a lot of flags, red with hammer and sickle. Proud of being a communist country. But compared to China, it's less strict here. They're more open. There are booths, but they're all in Vietnamese letters. I cannot understand them. It's not. It's a little bit chaotic here. So I'll try to find information if my ticket is enough or should I get a new one. So it shows me that we have to go through the gate 1A, 1B, 1C, no 1C, 1D. So yeah, we're in the right place. And also it's going to be a truck one. Now I'm just going to ask if this is a power ticket. Phew. See, we found our way. So this is the proper train. Yeah, straightforward. You just have to print it and show it to the people. So that's coach 1, and we booked a room that's good for 4 people. And total trip will be like in total about 2 hours, a little or over. And somehow you can see the tiny rooms there. It's pretty. Yeah, so we're going to, I think we're the very last car route. You're gonna look for number one. It's just the way it's blocked. I don't know. I have to pass by her. Sorry, passing through. We're in the bottom bank, and all by myself at the moment. Thank you, Jesus. Number one. Since I'm all alone at the moment, it's air conditioned, comfortable, and at the very back of the train, we're in the caboose if we're in the circus. And there's a ticketing officer that goes through. Mosquitoes. Each rooms. I think he's on the other side at the moment. But hopefully it's gonna be a good view. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, so there are about a group of tourists. I think they're French. They speak French. And they're just celebrating outside, so you might hear a bit of a noise. So in total travel time is about 2 hours from Hanoi to Ninh Binh. Ninh Binh is just down south. And it is quite known because of the river. It is like the Halong Bay inland, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna explore two places. I think one of them is Tam Coc. And while the other one is Trang An. And from there, we're gonna take the boats just to go over. One of them is Mua Cave. There's a hill and the lilies, the potties. Yeah, it's very rural life in Southeast Asia that's reflected. So the thing here in Vietnam and other Southeast Asian countries, except for Singapore, they're very affordable. That's why it's like a paradise for budget travelers, backpackers. So in the past decades, there's quite a lot of Westerners coming here and just enjoying how cheap it is. Food, tours, and also, you know, just having fun, partying, especially the younger tourists. Oh my gosh. So there, from Hanoi to the first highlight, there's a woman with children who lie down in bed whilst using the pillow. And afterwards, she left on the first stop. And then afterwards, there's another lady who came in and lying down on the same bed with the same pillow, changing sheets. Having doubts. There is a weird smell on the pillow, that's why. It's been used already. And it was already nighttime. So I don't know if they changed it. The first thing in arriving to Hanoi, hopefully. Welcome to Asia.
The tram has taken you to Ninh Binh. Passenger who's taken to Ninh Binh. Please manage.
There's a little bit of a brief history regarding the trains here in Hanoi. And we're just waiting until we arrive in Ninh Binh. So,
4 người ạ.
Thank you.
Anh không đi đâu ạ?
And we're here. And there's a lot of people waiting on the platforms. They're going back to Hanoi. I think this is the last train, I guess. They're quite in a hurry. I think there's a German guy walking around just offering mangoes. I'm like, thank you, but it's better not to. Rule number 1, don't get anything we don't know where it's from, and we don't want to have a traveler's belly. Like, you know, diarrhea at the start of our holiday here.
Mind all children closely and don't let them move around.
So we're heading to the exit now. All right, just a brief history. Vietnam, see that hammer and sickle, symbol of communism. And communism was made with the ideas of Karl Marx, the father of communism. He's German. And somehow it's quite the opposite of capitalism. And Vietnam is actually divided into 2 countries back then, 1970s circa, North and South. North is more communist, while South is more as the capitalist. Somehow they had a war, the Vietnam War, 20 years long. It was a bloody war. Somehow the North won, and the whole country is in communist. And here, there's a lot of Westerners. We'll try to find our way. And all aboard. I think I have to check in, leave my bags, and get some dinner. There's a lot of restaurants around here. Surprisingly, there's only a few of us who left the train. I'm not sure where they're going, daughters. I haven't had a shower for like more than 24 hours, sadly. There's no shower in the airport. There is, but I didn't bother. I just prefer to sleep. So it's about 15 minutes walk towards the hotel. It shows me a different direction, but I'll choose this path right here because it's more lit. And it's quite difficult to move around because there's a wide sidewalk. But it's worse than the Philippines. They're parking on it. And be careful, there's about poo everywhere. Dog poo. Nah. This is how it is. It's Asia. It's less strict. We're chill here with rules. Alright, just gonna be able to this. So, according to the map, I just have to follow the path of the river, which is at the very end of the road. So, the major difference in North Vietnam, the ideals is the communism. They want to focus more on peasantry, more on agricultural development, and equal for everyone, equality. In contrast, down south, where Saigon is, the capital, now it's called Ho Chi Minh, named after the late leader of northern Vietnam. It's more with the capitalist belief, more like in the US, more in the West. And they believe that owning your own land, like private properties, it's the must. So when two different ideals clash, hell broke up and there's just war. And a lot of documentaries has covered it. I was not born back then. It was in the 1970s. And a lot of casualties on both sides. And somehow, North Vietnam won. And even though communism is being practiced here, one thing good about Vietnam is that they're open for outsiders. That's why there's a lot of tourists coming here. And it's really cheap as well. And they're self-reliant with their own agriculture. They don't import rice. Somehow back then, in the Philippines, there's a lot of experts go to the Philippines to learn about agriculture. And now the tables have turned. We're the ones who's importing rice. And one of them is Vietnam. Looks like the student has outgrown the teacher. To Google Earth. Oh my God, how glad I am using Google Earth, which is quite reliable compared to the one I use in A-Maps in China. My hotel will be near the large bridge ahead of here. And you can move freely here. You don't feel paranoid. There are no CCTVs unlike in China. It took me a while to find the hotel. It's just right there. Thing. O&M are not lit up. Mali. It's actually Mo Mali Hotel. I'm not trying to promote them, but that's where I'm staying. It's only 15 minutes walk away from the train station, so that's why I didn't mind walking. Hopefully I can cross. There's a pedestrian lane, so better. Try to find the entrance. It's kind of wrong. Hopefully it's not a bad omen. Mali means wrong in my language. Mali. We're just here. Not bad, it's pretty. Crazy hair day. Just woke up. This is what breakfast is. It's very much like Filipino. So the day has started. So we're just gonna explore a little bit of Ninh Binh. My hair is crazy and I don't shit. Yeah, and we're gonna book an Uber to Tam Coc later. Oh. Yeah, it's around before 8 in the morning, so we're just gonna go there a little bit earlier because the crowd of tourists from Hanoi will arrive at some point, and you don't want to be flooded with the whole crowd of tourists. And know us Asians, we love to take photos, so you don't want any photo bombers in the back. I think it only takes about less than 20 minutes to get there. It's really cheap.
Sau 200 mét, rẽ phải, sau đó bạn sẽ đến nơi.
So there's two separate lines. There's one for the tourists, heritage tour, and one for the locals. I guess some locals still live near the riverside, take it to travel to their places. That's what I believe. And I'll try to buy some tickets. It's just right there. I think it's about 350,000 dong. this? Unfortunately, there's only one option. So I bought a ticket for 600,000. I got a private boat on my own. And unfortunately, I cannot fly a drone today. Yeah, I just have to make sure just to be following the rules. And I'm just here to get the lifeboat. And afterwards, I can hop on my private boat, I guess. Try to find my way. This way. Hello, for private?
Oh, hello. One à?
Only one, yeah. So on.
Thấy chưa? Từ đấy. Ý, nó đi sợ thì quay mới tốt. Tốt là vào chứ.
So we just have to wait. You sit there. It's like a passing act. And off we go. Okay.
Ay from. Ay from.
Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah. What's your name?
Liu.
Leo. Nice to meet you. My name's Carl. It's crazy, despite the improvement here in Southeast Asia. There are still places like this that's quite almost pristine, although it's slowly developing. It somehow just kept its natural charm. It's quite good as well for the locals to have some tourist jobs. One of Tam Coc's most unique tradition is foot rowing. Many local boat rowers propel their sampans using their feet instead of their hands, a technique developed over a generation. So 350,000 dong for one person. So the ticket booth told me if I'm gonna take a boat for two, it's 350k each, and I have to wait for someone who's gonna take the same boat. I'm like, she gave me an offer, 600,000. I'm like, it's better that way, not bad. So I just took it. At least we can leave right on the spot. Hidden among the emerald rice fields and towering limestone karsts of northern Vietnam lies Tam Coc, often called the Halong Bay on land. In this journey, I drift along the tranquil Ngo Dong River on a traditional sampan boat, passing through ancient caves carved by nature over millions of years. Every bend in the river reveals another breathtaking landscape where mountains rise dramatically from the fields, creating one of Vietnam's most unforgettable scenes. The name Tam Coc translates to three caves in Vietnamese. The river carries visitors through three natural limestone caves: Hang Co, the first cave; Hang Hai, the second cave; Hang Ba, third cave. The Ngo Dong River winds through the spectacular Trang An Landscape Complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized in 2014 for its outstanding natural beauty and archaeological significance. Instead of islands, rising from the sea, towering limestone mountains emerge from rice fields, and the widening river earned Tam Coc the name Halong Bay on land. Another fact here in Vietnam, you say Vietnam, it's just the country itself, but there's a lot of ethnic groups all over. And it's quite a long stretch of a country. It's one of the largest countries here in Southeast Asia. And somehow, all these ethnic groups, tribes, just go along peacefully with each other so far, ever since the war ended. We're heading to an area, it's quite low. I think it's a cave. Here we go. It's not that low as I imagined. There's a lady at the back there, the rower, old lady. So she's just covered with sweat with her jacket. She's rowing for 4 people. She looks like she's in her mid-60s. Oh, bless her. I know it's a bit of hard labor. In most parts of Southeast Asia, in some parts of South Asia, I know some of the elderlies are still working just to, you know, make I don't know, make ends meet. That's the term. Yeah, I know. I grew up in Southeast Asia and the Philippines, and sadly, this is the reality. Although we have a lot of resources, it's just the government. This corruption just exists and just stabilize. Pies are actually rice paddies, so it's really functional. River in the middle for tourists, and also agricultural use on the sides. Wow. It's really nice. It's so serene. Just imagine, just 2 days ago I was in Beijing, walking the Great Wall, and now I'm on a great river. Although Vietnam is labeled as a communist country, and of course in communism, I think just the ideal itself, it's like a religion. But most of the people here already had established common belief, and like we're practicing some belief with the nature gods. Although some of the major religions also exist here, but the traditional belief has stayed still, even though communism has took over more than 50 years ago, 40 years ago. As the New Dong River quietly winds through the emerald rice fields and ancient limestone giants, every stroke of the oar carries you deeper into one of Vietnam's most breathtaking landscapes, a place where nature has been sculpting masterpieces for millions of years. Here we go. A typical round-trip boat ride covers roughly 6 kilometers, taking visitors beneath caves, alongside rice fields, and through peaceful countryside. The river has inspired filmmakers. The surreal landscape of Tam Coc and nearby Ninh Binh has appeared in international productions, helping introduce Vietnam's natural beauty to audiences worldwide. It is rich in wildlife. The wetlands around the river support kingfishers, herons, egrets, butterflies, fish, and other wildlife, making the area important for local biodiversity. A peaceful escape. Unlike many busy tourist destinations, electric motors are not used on the traditional sampan boats. The journey is accompanied mainly by the sounds of flowing water, birdsong, and the rhythmic strokes of the rowers. The rice fields transform within the seasons. The scenery changes dramatically throughout the year. From May to June, brilliant gold rice fields during the harvest. Summer, lush green paddies. Dry months, a calmer landscape with exposed riverbanks.
Just imagine these rowers do this on a daily basis, most likely. And about an hour and a half, up to 2 hours of tour. You just keep on rowing. You got the leg power. Say hi.
The limestone karsts are ancient. The dramatic limestone peaks surrounding the river formed over 250 million years ago, making them some of the oldest geological formations in Southeast Asia.
It's much cooler on this side. I think the wind just passes through this little place. Somehow, it just delivers a cool breeze along with it. Another cave we go. It's like a lot of people are talking on that side. I think before this place has been opened up to the outside Vietnam, it's already a tourist spot for the locals. It's good. I did notice quite a lot of them. Comes in families. Yeah, just enjoying their Saturday as well. So just enjoying the weekends. There's a reason why Ninh Binh is considered as Halong Bay inland. It's beautiful. It's just serene. Somehow our guide, a rower, has provided me with this. It's really pretty. I think I'm gonna consider buying one just to support the locals. I like this. I don't know why, but I like it. I like it.